What map does snow go into from here, I wonder? What?
What? Why? Why would he go Blue Storm? I don't even know what's going on here. That's still the rule, right? That the winner picks the map?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. People in production are nodding at me. I don't know what's going on, guys.
Maybe you and I are just stupid.
We
and
might
this
just
is
be
a Protoss
dumb
map.
people. We might be dumb people.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on here.
Well,
maybe he does have a super build planned out for this map. Maybe
Now
he has great proxy location no one's ever
Couple
seen.
things. Either we are totally wrong and Snow knows something, or Jadong's going to smash it. Let's find out. Our Tastos is dumb. Let's go.
I feel like there's not a really high barrier for us to find out that, yeah, we are here.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're
snow
like,
is...
you guys, Tastos, you want to see if you're dumb? They just like play us a recording of ourselves. I'm like, oh
Oh,
my
no,
God, is
for
that what I
sure.
sound like? Okay, sorry.
I am so sorry.
Yeah. Does this mean I get paid disability? I mean, how does this work? So we've got the Zergo here in the top right, and we've got the Protoss in the bottom left. This is a one-on-one map, and the natural expansion here for the Protoss is where it can get a little bit tricky.
Yeah.
Hey, we love you back from
Indeed.
Sweden. We had to say hi to that guy right when he came in.
Yeah.
So, we got... Okay, we're going to look at this expansion right now.
So there's his pylon.
Yeah. Now
Oh my God! It blocks the next. That's like my
So,
favorite thing to say.
If you look at that natural expansion where he's going to be taking, look how big and open that is, guys. I mean, you feel so exposed as a Protoss player.
Yeah. It's just you can't really make a very good full wall. It gets really kind of messy. The thing is, you can wall, right? You get your Nexus up. You build a couple pylons in the right place, your gateway, your forge. You might need 2 cannons early on. But look at Jadong here. Okay, is he just going to go pool now? Oh, my God. He's going to go hatch first, I think. Oh, no, never mind.
Okay.
He sees the probe. He's like, no.
There's like something really funny about the way that we're casting this now. We're like completely not sure of anything.
Well, this map does not... This map screams to me, like when I saw the ASL qualifier map pool, and Blue Storm was the first map, I'm like, yeah, Protoss have been doing really well lately, and they want a bit more Zergs in the tournament. Like, this is actually how Brood War has functioned for a long time. Like, based on what races are doing well and not doing well, they switch the map pool just slightly. Like, this is how the game has been balanced for 18, 19 years, because we haven't had a balance patch. So it's just kind of maps. It's like, well, this one's, maybe we have this race win a bit more on this map, so it kind of gets switched around to that.
So this is Forge first, which is, of course, a response to the fact that
There's not a good
there's a
camera
pool
rush,
that's
right?
coming down here. The problem is, no, he's not going to camera rush.
No. It's pool first, of course. I'm just being as dumb as possible right now.
Dude, his control with his drone is so crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Nothing
Jadong
makes
drone.
me know I'm going to lose a game on the ladder as much as a drone chasing my SUV towards his main, and then I lose the SUV.
Yeah, you're like, wow.
Like, you could moving shot that 7 times. Like, whoa, I am so much worse than you at this game.
Okay, so look at the interesting placement here. Forge gateway setup. There's a cannon that kind of also covers the minerals over there.
A little bit, at least. Third hatchery going down in the bottom right. That's kind of a... Yeah, I mean, it's a third gas location, but it's pretty far away from Jadong. Seems a little bit sneaky, right?
I think it's a good move.
You know? Why?
Because it's got a gas there, the mineral expansion he can take at any point in time when he wants to get a macro hatch. And it might not get scouted, which could actually trick Snow into thinking that there's some kind of all-in coming here on 2 bases.
I see. Okay,
You're kind of freaked out when you don't see the third hatch right away. You're like, what's going on? You put your tinfoil hat on, you're like getting super paranoid.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. It's funny how different every matchup is in this, because if I don't see the third hatch and I see when the gas is, I'm like, yeah, there's a third hatch somewhere. I think I'll attack it soon. You know? So there is a layer on the way right now. He's really trying to stop this probe from actually scouting what's going on, which is good because he did mess up with that in the last game, which actually kind of like, you know, it built up. Little things turn into big things very quickly. He didn't get the probe killed, so the probe saw that Hydralisk Den. Snow was perfectly prepared with the counterplay, and Jadong just died.
Okay, well, this has had a slow start. No dramatic engages here from Jadong, which is kind of what Artosis and I were really anticipating.
Yeah.
So things are starting to go at a bit more of a normal pace now. We've got the Stargate on the way. This probe is still patrolling, trying to figure out, okay, is there the third hatch anywhere? And it's going to be a Spire behind the minerals, I believe. Yes.
Snow is playing some pretty amazing StarCraft here today. Tasis.
Yeah.
Like,
oh
man.
Hold on, Artosis. Gotta get over there.
Oh, he gets
But
it.
he sees a layer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But look, the Zealot walked out past the Overlord and just stood around for a minute, then walked back in. Okay, this is a really cool move because Jadong made a bunch more Zerglings and sent some down to his bottom right. So I think Snow tricked him out just a little bit there. Meanwhile, double Stargate.
Yeah, this is becoming more and more popular. And you kind of just blindside the Zerg. God, it's so crazy how much StarCraft 1 keeps changing. Like, this was never a thing, you know, years and years back. And now it's like, it's viable. Okay, so he's going to try to come in here. And the wall-in is pretty good. Again, it's hard to keep this entire position defended.
Yeah.
But it looks like Jadong doesn't quite have enough. He's kind of hemming and hawing outside the base. Can he try to come in here and maybe send a few more lings down?
Well, just a light harassment going on. You know, these two Stargate plays, they are really cool, and they have gained a lot of popularity. But when we see the Protoss die, it's like a million Hydras walk in and kill him.
Yeah, well, there's this whole problem where suddenly you realize, oh my god, I don't actually have anything but Stargate units.
Yeah.
The ground.
And even though it was a Spire, this doesn't mean mutas. Like, the most standard Zerg play is 3 hatchery into the 4 Scourge, and then into Hydralisk
you want to use the
with
Scourge
5,
to try to
6
scout
hatch.
him
Yeah.
and take out a Corsair if you can.
I wonder if any of this could be the fact that he never did see the 3rd hatch. Maybe he thought it was a little bit faster. He would have a cannon in his main base, though, if that were the case, right?
I think so, yeah.
So that can't be it either.
No,
I think he knows there's a 3rd.
He's just assuming that this is going to be what it is. And here's what Artosis was talking about. 4 Scourge coming out now.
Yeah.
Now, he's getting air weapons here. And what can happen? Do you know what the number is?
9.
9 Corsairs. So 9 Corsairs can
+1.
actually, with +1, can one-shot a Scourge.
Yes.
And that's when it becomes pretty damn scary for the Zerg.
Yeah, that is very, very true. And it's pretty easy to get 9 when you have 2 Stargates out. Okay, he's actually going for a little bit of a counter. The Scourge a bit out of position, so a lot of Overlord's going to end up going down
Yeah,
here.
this is actually pretty scary, man.
Yeah.
He's now supply blocked. And as long as you're on top of that, you can keep maneuvering the Corsairs around. He's going to try to come down here, and there might be a few more Overlords exposed here. Now, if he screws this up and loses all the Corsairs to the Scourge, then it's really bad.
Yeah.
Then your whole strategy is not working out. But I think Snow's going to be pretty vigilant here.
So Jadong not supply blocked any longer. And
Correct.
his Hydralisk Den is actually not done yet, but there's a lot of... Oh, my God.
Whoa, I
he
did not
actually
see
went
those.
mutas? What? What?
Okay, so this is very, very bad right now for Jadong.
Yeah.
I think what he was hoping to do was blindside the Corsairs with the Scourge, hit with the mutas, get on top of the main, close the game out. But right now, Jadong has invested in a bunch of units that are directly countered by the tech that Snow is elected to take.
You know, it's interesting as well. I feel like Snow has won a lot of mind games so far through both games. Like game 1, he was kind of like completely discounting Muta and trying to be very greedy in a way. Game 2, he's gone double Stargate, which is the exact opposite of this. And now Jadong is caught with his pants down. A bunch of Mutas that will do probably nothing this game.
Yeah, they should have +1 by now too, right? So,
well, hopefully you got the Carapacer. I mean, +1 Corsairs against Mutas with no upgrades are insane.
now the small number of Zealots on the ground here can actually start putting some real pressure on. They're going to have Zealot legs soon, +1 attack as well. By the way, you want to bunch the Corsairs up with 1 probe in the control group. You basically trap a probe inside of your main just so that they're that much harder to target down.
Okay, there are some Scourge flying around right now. Man, I tell you, I don't know. If Jadong can figure out how to pull this one out, that's really amazing. He does have 3 bases up. It's not like his economy's bad. It's just the fact that Snow is going to have his +1 done and he has this many Corsairs out and he still has 2 Stargates. Seems like a really a hard position here for Jadong. I mean, I guess he's making the most of it. Snow's playing very passively with these Corsairs so far.
Well, the thing is, he doesn't want to overextend, but the problem is while Jadong's trying to match the Corsair count over here in the air from Snow, now Snow's ground is starting to kick in, right? He's got a bunch of gateways up. He's powering up. And it looks like Jaedong wants to go for a fight. He's going to do that Muta Hydra battle Zerg style.
Yeah.
Where you're basically going to try to use the Mutas to snipe Templars and then use the Hydras to just overrun him.
Well, there's not that many Zealots out yet.
I'm a little bit surprised that actually Snow's expanding right now. I actually thought he would have made a few more gateways and just tried to power up.
How many gates does he have? I think he actually has 5 or 6, doesn't he?
Maybe I'm wrong. I thought he only had like 4. But, okay, he's getting more now.
Yeah, he's got 4 right now, and he's adding 4 more. So
sometimes we'll see the Protosses make the gateways first and then expand later.
Yeah.
Because you want those gateways to really kick in. Okay, here we go.
Oh, my God. Those Corsairs dealing ridiculous damage to the Mutas right there. A decent amount of Zealots, but it's a good amount of Hydras here. Some nice micro going back.
This is getting a little bit scary. I don't think we have Storm done just yet, but there's no Overlord here to spot.
Yeah.
And so the DT comes and saves the day.
Super powered DT there. Picks off a couple Hydras and forces the attack to stop. So that is a big victory for Snow, I would say.
Yeah, well, he's got a little bit of time. You know, those Snow DTs, they don't even have capes or Toshas. They just wear Under Armor. I mean, that's how badass they are. But now the Overlord's here. Is there enough? Is there Storm? You can see Jaedong's ready to try to dodge.
There is, in fact, Storm, but he actually stormed some of his own Corsairs there.
If he can just get a few more out here.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. The micro is so close here. He needs these gateways to kick in. He needs to get something else out here. Now the Corsairs are going to be hitting these Mutas. The Corsairs backing up for the time being. 1 Archon and a cannon over here. No energy on the Templars. Certainly not enough for any kind of size storm here.
I just continue to rally out. And the Corsairs, I mean, they're still kind of in the middle, interrupting all of these Overlords coming over and whatnot.
Yeah, a few more candidates coming down here. He's just trying to buy time. Once the Zealots come forward, the Hydras are going to be kited back. He's going to try to out-control them here.
Yeah,
the Mutas are now coming here and targeting down these Templars. The Zealot count, though, is still viable.
The Mutas are adding a lot of damage, but when the Corsairs finally catch them like this...
Oh, my God. Beautifully done. Whoa. No armor, by the way, on those. So he can still take out the Overlord. I think all he needs is 1 DT, and he should be okay.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Really smart play here from Snow.
Yeah, beautifully handled here by Snow.
Jaedong just trying to bully his way in and just destroy Snow right off the bat when he's actually gotten the bad end of build orders here.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could see how scary Jaedong is just by how tactical these takedowns, or attempted takedowns, I should say, are. He's really trying to come in there, and Snow is just barely deflecting each one.
Yeah, he's trying to almost win through a force of will type maneuver here. When you look at it, it's like, well, Snow has countered you 3 ways from Sunday, so this is almost a position where you want to think of something else. But he's like, no, Hydras are going to do it. Going after these Corsairs once again.
Yeah.
DT trying to walk around the map. There is a Spore at that bottom right, so not too scary for Jaedong.
He should be okay. The Zealot count is now high enough where you can't really kite him like you want to.
You have to have a hell of a lot of Hydras at that point. You might have to get into Lurker Tech, though.
I think Protoss has what is it called? Kaidaran Amulet, the energy upgrade.
Yeah.
So from here, Jaedong's going to try to shift gears into a macro game.
Okay. I think his drone count is all right. If he gets into some lurkers and can kind of play that zoning defense, that can be really nice. But the Zealots look like they might just go for his natural. He doesn't have anything blocking here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
This is pretty scary. The DT is going to try to loop back around here. Yeah, there's really nothing to defend this for the time being.
Yeah, Hydra's going to get back pretty quickly, but that is a lot of Zealots, and look at them split up. You have to micro against the Zealots a little bit with these Hydras, and they're going to buy a lot of time for these ones to run into the main base. Let's see how many drones he can get.
Yeah, he's just splitting this up really, really well. Did that DT end up getting inside the bottom right base?
The bottom right has a Spore and Sunken, so I think that one's totally fine. I'm not sure where the DT went. I think it got cleaned up, though.
You can kind of treat these Zealots like they're vultures, you know?
Yeah, a little bit.
Running around everywhere.
Okay, the drone count still looks pretty good. He lost some at the natural for sure, but overall his drone count does look strong. I really do want to see him get in a Lurker Tech. There's a little trick where you keep a Hydra at that hole, and you just turn into a Lurker egg. And single file Zealots just won't kill that, so...
He's going to have to finally take down that gateway at the entrance.
Yeah.
As he needs to start adding Dragoons into his army. There's no easy way to get them out.
This is an absolutely perfect time for him to add Dragoons into his army as well. He's already got Zealots. He's already got Psystorm. He's getting these Dragoons out before Hive Tech from Jaedong, which starts to counter the Dragoons heavily.
Yeah.
And, he's literally going to have a bunch of Dragoons out before we even see a Lurker. So, I don't know, man. It seems to me that Snow has been at a strategic advantage almost for the whole game, But look at Jaedong. I mean, his macro is out of control. He's only 20 supply behind right now.
Yeah, he is looking pretty scary. But when Snow takes his base in the upper left, oh, the gas Artosis. So much gas. And that means a lot of scary Templar tech coming up here. Jaedong needs to try to stabilize. He needs to try to hang on. Wow, he's actually remaking Mutalisks. That's pretty surprising to me.
How many Corsairs actually got killed? Does he only have 2 or 3 Corsairs?
Maybe that's what happened. I might have missed that.
And he never got Carapace for his flyers, Jaedong didn't. So that makes me a little bit worried about it. And look at this. He's actually making Corsairs again. So once again, Snow kind of ready for this type of transition. And there's Dragoons out. So we'll see if he can snipe those High Templars. If he can, the Hydras become super powered.
Yeah.
Jaedong just anti-lurker this game. Oh, he's already got +2 missiles. I didn't notice that, actually.
Okay, here we go. He's trying to assassinate the Templars, so the Hydras can come in here and do the damage, but the Mutas are gone.
Yeah, he loses about 8 of them to kill 3 High Templars, I believe. I mean, I guess that's... He's still got some High Templars, but... Well, that is a lot of Hydras coming in for a bit of a flank.
Yeah, this is pretty scary. The Hydra flank is real here. I think there actually is enough Templars to kill this all off.
Oh my God, these Psy Storms have been out of control this game.
That was the big win. That was the fight that Snow needed to win. Had those Mutas not been obliterated so quickly by those Corsairs, those Hydras would probably have overrun that entire army and gone around smashing additional bases on the map. But, I mean, basically... Snow handled that perfectly. He threw down the storms. You can see the follow-up of additional zealots being made came through.
Yeah.
And that means that Jaedong is basically back to square one. He's having to remake all those Hydras. I don't know if he's made more Mutas now.
Well, I think that this is Jaedong completely all in. He went from 20 supply down to 40 supply down. He's hoping he can break through before there's enough Psystorm to stop him, but I can't see it happening.
You can see the combination of Zealots and Archon Dragoons. It's actually really hard for the Hydras to suddenly fight it off. I mean, you can try to kite, and Jaedong's actually doing a pretty impressive job of it, but at the end of the day, this is just too much.
Oh.
Every time there's even a half-decent storm, you know, things just start to melt. And the moment you could even see there, seemed like Jaedong for a second was going to win that, and then, Snow was macroing the whole time, too, so he just spills across the map.
Yeah, like, Jaedong really has been mechanically on top of this. Like, you can kind of look at it, a huge bank here for Snow, but that's because it's hard to spend all these minerals, but it doesn't really matter that much with these Psystorms and the fact that he has been... you know, in the strategic rock paper scissors aspect of you know, what unit counters what, he's been ahead the whole time. He's gone 2 Stargate Corsair against Mutas. He restarted his Corsairs against the second flock of Mutas. You know, he's been hitting Psystorms all over these Hydras. He got his goons out at a beautiful time.
Yeah, I mean, he's just played a really good game, and I think this game that's basically been a big tug of war, it should eventually go to Snow. Now, Jaedong's pretty crafty. Don't let the supplies mislead you. Zerg can be way behind in supply, and they're still doing fine against the Protoss. Yeah,
he's going for Hive Tech, it looks like, as well. So we'll see if he can actually get up into Defilers and things like that. Get those journalings out.
The problem is that there's many locations that Snow can try to attack into, and they're all pretty vulnerable.
Well, just attacking in general. Like, Jaedong is trying to poke and prod and see if he can keep Snow back, because Jaedong knows that his army does not win heads up right now.
Yeah.
He does
so
need additional
coming
tech.
Here.
Yeah.
We're going to have the Adrenal Zergling upgrade. Now, Zerg taking this bottom base. You can turtle up over there if you do it right.
It's true. That Psystorm, an okay Psystorm. Some Lings being added in at this point as well.
Okay, now look at this. Jaedong's trying to get his army to fan out so far that it's harder to get the storms out. Because obviously the players can't zoom out as much as we can since we're observing this.
Yeah, Snow playing very carefully. Pulls back, waits for the overcommitment, hits a couple nasty Psystorms all over Jaedong's army. Jaedong will hold this because everything's gone except Goons, and when that happens, the Goons lose against every unit in the game.
It's actually pretty insane that he just did that.
Yeah.
I can't even believe how good Jaedong is with his control to have pulled that off.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Was so sick.
And it's not just
oh my God,
the
he
micro
got all
as
the
well.
Observers too. He's so good.
This macro, like, his minerals don't even really hit 400 ever. He is on top of this, and he has high drone counts at 4 bases. I mean, Jaedong mechanically, there's no one like him.
So we only have one more expansion on the map here, and it should go to Snow here. But Snow is still going to try to push through. Again, if he ends up breaking this position, oh my God, the Hydras, or the Zealots just running down now.
Well, the
This
Zealots
can actually
will kill
just snipe
that.
the hatch, but this is actually pretty big.
Yeah, he's going to do that, but I was going to say, I felt like Jaedong could have kept attacking to the north and killed off that huge amount of Dragoons. His army would absolutely crush that. I guess he can run down here and kill off these Zealots and remake the hatch, but definitely, as you said, that's kind of tough to lose that.
Yeah. So now he's just coming here, hitting these drones. I have to say, the fact that Jaedong is still holding this right now in what's a pretty crazy close game.
Yeah, I can't believe the...
I feel like if there's anybody else, this game would have ended like a long time ago, right? Where the Protoss easily wins. And he's doing it with just like Hydras and Lings.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and he's made a bunch of mutas this game that did almost nothing, so that's pretty impressive stuff. Jaedong pushing. I don't think he wants to fully commit onto Snow's side of the map at all. He does have his Hive up, so he gets the Adrenal upgrade. Finally adding some Lurkers, but we really need to see a Defiler Mound as well, which we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, he may have to skimp a little bit on that. Now, he's actually come up here and denied the
gosh.
expansion from being made over here. These Hydras are actually slipping through, and while he's causing all this chaos on Snow's side of the map, there's about to be a big Lurker wall that's going to get set up.
Yeah.
And it's going to be very tough for Snow to break.
God, Jaedong is so good. This game felt to me like Snow was going to win 3-4 times already. But I don't even blame Snow for his moves. Every time he's moved back, I'm like, yeah, I think that was a pretty good move back. You know, you got to be careful against the Dong.
Keep in mind we saw all of those observers get shot down, so he's having to remake these constantly. And, you know, observers, nothing dies quite as quick as an observer does.
No, certainly not.
So he's going to try to push through with this. You can see drones are being transferred once again to the last expansion that Jaedong will be taking in this game.
Yeah. Very small map in that regard when you get into the late game. Not a huge economy can be had for very long. Snow kind of going through a bit of a meat grinder right here. His upgrades just fantastic, by the way. 3-1-1.
I'm almost wondering if he should take a lot of those Zealots and run them into the main.
And
then try breaking this with the Dragoons.
I think he might have the block up there now. I think he was actually maybe
you're
trying
probably right.
that.
You're probably right.
I think, yeah, see, he's got a little block. Even the Ling blocking with Hydra standing behind, it's so hard to force anything through there.
Yeah. So we have the main and the natural are mined out here, at least for Snow, I should say.
Yeah.
And the mineral base is almost mined out. Now, Protoss will make way more workers than the Zerg does. But hold up. He's going to try to push through over here.
Ooh, we're getting pretty cost inefficient at this point. He's got to be careful to not throw away too much. He doesn't have as big of a bank anymore. We're down to just Snow being up about 40 supply now.
Okay, this is, I don't know if he's able to break this.
No, I don't think so.
He got very close. There's like one more little lurker pothole.
Ooh, nice
Okay,
micro there.
done.
Picking off the observers.
Thing is, he actually broke it. His
Yeah.
army can spill through now. Look at this. The lurkers are having to scramble.
Yep, but this army, once it gets flanked and up against the wall, like those Dragoons are not really going to help all that much. He's got to be almost out of Psystorm as
The
well.
problem is the reinforcements are going to come. That's where it's going to become more and more of an issue here. You can see the storms are kind of blanketing this. The lurkers can't quite get over here to defend this.
Well,
They're kind of on the outskirts.
Drone's going to try to fight here. Those Zerglings getting in on top of everything, though. Don't forget, Adrenalings are basically the best thing in the game.
Yep, that's very true. Lurkers are coming down over here. Another nice storm. Can he target down that last lurker?
That lurker actually does burrow and start adding its damage in as well. The
Oh
Ling's
my
going to come in.
God.
He'll get the drones here, but he's going to lose his army.
Yep.
This army is going to get cleared out. I don't think he's getting the hatch, right?
I think he actually can if he just keeps backing up like
right-clicked?
this. I don't know how much energy's on those Templars as well.
Huh.
Oh my God, and I think there's actually enough cannons set up over here.
Yeah, look at this. The lurkers are actually ruining his time.
Yeah, was really important. So I guess he actually will save the hatchery.
Yeah.
Good on him.
Well, he's going to make it as efficient as he possibly can. Wow, that's a really well-defended base right now.
He's going to be fine over there.
The Defiler Mound is up, though.
The thing is, though, Artosis, there's no longer that lurker wall on the map. He can, like, Zerg still has to clean this up. This is quite a headache here. And while that's going on, I think it's very possible that Snow once again barrels down onto the low ground and then back up onto the high ground and just starts hitting this.
You might be right. The fact that he has killed off a good amount of drones and just continually stopped that base from mining, Jaedong actually has almost no economy right now. His supply has plummeted as well.
Right now there's no easy way for Jaedong to try to quarantine Snow out, you know? That's the real problem. Now Snow, it almost seems like his macro hiccuped a little bit there. Or it might have been that he actually has mined out almost everything, so he's going to have to send the rest of his remaining probes over to this base up here at the north.
His upgrades are so out of control. He's on 3-2-2. Rare that you see that many upgrades.
Yeah. Now, Zerk can also just stay with all of his lurkers over here at this other location, just in the bottom base, because it is a very turtley position.
Oh, he's actually doing some drops now as well, so that's definitely going to buy him a bit of time. But, this army, is he going to be able to actually clear those zealots? He needs a bit more. Bringing up some lurkers now. He does have Scourge to pick off the observers. That would be huge.
Okay, these Dragoons trying to give some cover here. There's so many observers, however.
Oh, my God. He's going to get every observer with those Scourge.
Oh, my God, he's so good. Look at this. You have to turn around.
It's only 2 lurkers.
He's backing up.
Nice side storm there on those.
Wow,
Ooh.
that was pretty sick.
Barely pulls one out.
This is such a scrappy game from Jaedong. Again, he's just coming down here. He's going to try to take out as many of these drones as possible. It's actually worth it to lose Zealots if you can just slow down the mining for Jaedong.
Yeah.
This game should be decided on whether or not Jaedong can actually hold this base at the bottom center. There's also the possibility that Snow says that Jaedong might over-defend this base, and then he goes and hits the main or something weird like that.
Oh, kills off the tech?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some great upgrades this game from Jaedong as well. I think this is it, man.
He just messed up.
Yeah, I think Snow's going to be able to finally finish him after a crazy, crazy game here. This base, you can't save it this time, right? Oh, wait, that's a Defiler Tasteless. Watch out.
Yeah.
Ooh,
there's a lot of Zealots over here, though. I mean, this is so many. Yeah, and there's going to be even more coming down here. So that should be GG.
I think you're right about that. Wow, Snow looking like he has just fixed his PvZ in so many ways. These were 2 fantastic games. He was playing a very confident PvZ both times. He's changing up his strategies a little bit, countering very heavily, microing well, pulling back well, attacking well. This isn't the Snow I remember from PvZ.
By the way, really cool to see Snow actually pull through with powerful late game against a player like Jaedong. Jaedong nearly held him off, too. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But now...
It was some supreme effort. But both games, strategically speaking, Jaedong was behind. He was getting countered pretty hard.